You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming. It's Sylving on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you on a Let's Play episode of Sylving, Reforged. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. I thought it would still work if the torn seams were rewoven. But I can see now that my assumptions were flawed. This is very likely no longer a witch's relic, but just an ordinary old cloak. Does that mean I'm trapped here? Of course not. This is only a minor setback. There are other witch relics out there. Any one of them has the power to open the gates, no matter how simple the enchantment. We just need to acquire a new one. Are there any you know of that we can use? Not as of yet. I was already extremely lucky to find this one. If I'm diligent, I should be able to locate another one in only a few years, and... Years? That came out wrong. I meant it might take a significant amount of time before we can get a new relic, if we're lucky. If? What do you mean, if? You don't know how incredibly difficult it is to find them. Those who own one won't tell anyone about it because they're outlawed. They can be dangerous when in the wrong paws. You mean like yours? Why would you even have one if you knew it was so dangerous? Now wait just a minute. I did it because we need to know the truth about what your kind did 600 years ago. Agnar pulls Mikkel aside. Meanwhile, my breathing keeps growing heavier and shakier. My hands have clenched into fists against my chest, and I can feel an intense tingling traveling up the back of my neck. But it's not helping. These claws keep stabbing me as I try to close them over and over, denying me any release of tension. Lord Mikkel, you need to understand the situation you've put him in. He's lost his only way back. You shouldn't speak so dismissively about it. I thought he would understand. I don't even see what the big deal is. Sylvings can live for centuries. Staying a couple extra years should be nothing to him. My only way home. Gone. Is that what nothing looks like to you? My grief and frustration swirl together in a vortex of emotion. My sense of powerlessness and rage fuel one another in an endless feedback loop. I think I'm going to throw up. Because of your carelessness, you've dragged him from his home to our world, which he didn't even know existed. Why did I have to meet him in the cave? But bringing him out here was not my intention. His black mirror was right there. He was sleeping. I saw them all the time, but I've never had a chance to study one. I just had to figure out if it could help us in some way. You just a lot of things. You just had to go to the Forbidden Cave without telling me. You saw him and just had to root through his belongings right in front of him. Stop treating this like it's just an accident and start taking responsibility. Aron? You fucking bastard! Lord Mikkel, take cover behind me. This is all your fault. I'm stuck here because of you. If you just left me alone, none of this would have ever happened. Aron, you need to calm down. No, shut up. I've had it. Nothing's gone right ever since I met that bastard in this fucking cave. Why couldn't you just let me be, Mikkel? Why do I have to be the one who pays for your stupid mistakes? Because of you, I'm trapped in this backwater menagerie for who knows how long. I can't even tell anyone back home where I am. What are people gonna think happened to me? Nobody will find me, and my family will think I'm dead because I'm literally on a different frickin' planet. If your stupid ass hadn't come here, I wouldn't look like this. I've got a frickin' tail. That's not normal. None of this is normal. Aron! If only you hadn't come here, I wouldn't have chased you because apparently I'm a fucking idiot. If only I chased him, like an idiot. I slumped to my knees, my sight drowned out by tears as the weight of reality presses down on me. I bury my face in my hands, hunched over the ground, crying my heart out. I'm so angry with myself. I knew something was strange from the moment I left the cave. There was no way a huge forest, mountains, and all other things could have been there. I saw those strange, twisted trees on my way out and just ignored it. It would have been so easy to just turn around, got a new phone, and be home already. But no, I had to keep going despite all the red flags, just because I wanted my phone back. And now I'm stuck here. What am I supposed to do now? I take a long breath, slowly raising my head to meet their gaze. I feel heavy after crying for so long. Mikkel and Agnar stare at me, clearly uncomfortable. They haven't said anything this whole time. I give a hard sniff as I taste a salty dribble of snot reach my lips. I wipe my sweater arm across my face, sniffing again and letting out a long, uneven groan. Aron, I didn't mean to let this happen. I was blinded by my fascination with your world, and my mission to understand its magic and relics. and in my haste, I have taken you from your home. It was a mistake, but that's no excuse. From the bottom of my heart, I truly apologize for doing you wrong. I will make this right.
You should come with us back to the house, where it's safe.
Agnar drops to one knee, offering me his hand.
Here, take my paw.
I stare at him for a moment, hesitating before accepting it and letting it pull me back to my feet. I'm curled up, facing the wall beneath the window. My mind is swimming with so many thoughts. It's been hours since we got back, but the pit in my stomach is still there. Agnar came up once to give me what was left of the stew. He heated it up for me, but it's long gone cold. I don't have much of an appetite. I was given a new blanket, as the old one had gotten dirty from the trip. I can pick out a few words whenever Mikkel and Agnar raise their voices downstairs, but not enough to understand what they were saying. My mind keeps going back to that white light in the cave. What was that? Did it come from me? If that actually was me, what happened if I didn't stop? What if I couldn't have stopped? What if I hadn't wanted to? My list of questions have multiplied from there. Just what even am I at this point? Can I even call myself human anymore? Am I even like the people here? I can hear the front door open and close, followed by the sound of Agnar's heavy footsteps coming up the stairs.
Are you still awake, Aron?
His voice is still gruff, but his tone is very soft from behind the door. I would say it's too late at night to talk, but it's not like I'm able to sleep either. I let out a weak grunt, slumping over to sit up by the edge of the bed. I barely register the cold when my feet touch the wooden floor. Yeah. The wolf glances around the room for a moment, looking hesitant. He walks up next to me, gesturing to the other end of the bed.
Can I sit here?
Sure. He turns and sits down, the bed creaking as the mattress sinks under his weight. His chest swells slowly as he takes a long breath, before letting it out.
Aron, I can only imagine what you're going through right now. It must be a lot to bear. I'm sorry for what I did back in the cave. When he started to glow, I reached for my sword without thinking. Instead of taking control of the situation, I got scared and only made it worse.
I'm sorry, too, for lashing out at you in the cave. I don't even know what happened. I was just so angry, like... That's all I could think of.
I promised to help you, but I wouldn't let you come to harm.
Agnar turns his head away from me, ashamed and at a loss for words. He looks more upset with himself than I could ever be. No, I get it. What happened in the cave was stressful. I mean, if it was the other way around and someone started shouting and glowing right in front of me, I'd probably start running or throwing things.
That still doesn't excuse what I did. I was trained to be better. That shouldn't have been my immediate reaction.
I won't lie, though. It was scary. I've never had a weapon pointed at me before. But I'm not going to hold it against you. You apologize, so I can't stay mad at you. Besides, getting a sword shoved in my face isn't even the craziest thing that's happened to me so far. That's a big fat lie. I was scared to hell to get cut by that gigantic sword, but I'm playing it off as if it's nothing.
Heh, that's a kind thing of you to say. Still, I wish I'd done more. I never considered the possibility that Mikkel might bring someone back through the cave, intentionally or not. I should have tried harder to really make him understand the risks involved in visiting your world. I knew he was driven, but I thought he had more self-control. And because of that, you're here.
My eyes wander around the dark room, settling on my sweater and satchel on the floor. Yeah, I'm here. God. That's good animation. That's good animation. I can feel the weight of his hand as it settles on my back. The shape and size are both strange to me, but it puts me at ease all the same. His eyes meet mine. His amber irises have a gleam of warmth to them.
You'll be alright. I'll make sure you stay safe until the day we open the gates again.
He doesn't say a word as he keeps his hand on my back, rubbing it in slow rhythm. I can feel the scritches from his claws on my shirt. It's nice. He sets his hand back in his lap, showing me a soft smile. I kind of wish he'd continue rubbing my back, but it was enough to soothe the heavy feeling in my chest, even when for just a moment. Lord Mikhail and I have been talking, and you're welcome to live in this house as long as you're here. He will provide you with everything you may need, and I will be your personal guard while you stay with us. It may take some time to find another relic, but we'll get one, I'm sure of it. But what if I'm found out? You said yourself it would be dangerous if I stay. Should it ever come to that, anyone who may want to harm you would have to go through me. I will turn them into clatterfrank pulp before they even get a strand of fur from your head. He confidently flexes an arm, showing off his size and strength. He tilts his head in a taunting display, clearly telling me what a would-be assailant would be up against. This sudden bravado catches me off guard, and I smirk back at him. I feel sorry for anyone who dare go up against you, whatever a clatterfrank is. Agnar gives a sly smile, and we both chuckle. I'll be here all night, so feel free to come downstairs if you need anything at all. Whatever you may need, I will do my best to tend to it. I mean, within reason, of course. There's a lot I can't do, but I'll try my best. Not that I can't do anything. There's plenty of things I can do, just not everything. Seeing him stumble with his words, it's hard not to smile. It's nice knowing that he still wants to help me, even after what happened today. What I'm trying to say is, I'm here for you, for whatever you need. You should try and get some sleep now. It's late. Remember, you're always safe here. Wait, Agnar. I just wanted to say thank you for being so nice to me and for helping me so much, even when I'm not a real lion. After everything we've caused, I'm just glad to be of help to you. We will get you home someday. You have my word. I smile as he says that with such confidence. It gives me a bit of hope, even if it won't happen anytime soon. Good night, Aron. Rest well. Good night. Alright, y'all. Actually seems like a good place to pause it right there. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!